Imagine, if you will, a solitary wanderer adrift in the infinite black canvas of the cosmos, a fragile machine, born of human ingenuity, hurtling through the silent expanse where stars are mere pinpricks, and the sun's warmth is a forgotten memory, far beyond the orbits of any planet, in a region where sunlight fades to a ghostly whisper and space clings to a near-perfect vacuum. NASA's Voyager 2 has been our steadfast sentinel for nearly 5 decades. Launched on August 20th, 1977, this intrepid probe was designed to whisper greetings to the giants of our solar system before surrendering to the cosmic tide, drifting eternally into the interstellar abyss. But something has shattered the silence, something impossible. A few weeks ago, in the crisp chill of early November 2025, Voyager 2 executed a maneuver it was never programmed to perform. A precise shift in orientation, a deliberate turn, not born of glitch or cosmic whim, but with the cold elegance of mathematical certainty. And what followed froze the blood of the world's top scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Not a random burst, not a malfunctioning echo, but a transmission pulsing through the void like a heartbeat from the stars. Structured, intelligent, aware. This isn't a solar flare's fleeting tantrum or a glitch in the wiring of a 48-year-old relic. It's not even ours. What unfolds in this video isn't just a story of space exploration. It's a revelation that could redefine our fragile understanding of the universe, our machines, and the very essence of our existence within it. Because Voyager 2 didn't merely pivot, it turned towards something. And what it encountered has halted the world in its tracks, compelling us to question, are we truly alone, or have we just invited the unknown to our doorstep? Stick with me through this journey, because the layers peel back like the rings of Saturn Voyager once kissed goodbye. By the end, you'll see why this isn't hyperbole. It's a paradigm shift unfolding in real time. We've scoured the latest data from JPL, cross-referenced with global observatories, and what emerges is a tapestry of mystery woven from hard science and haunting possibility. Hit that play button, lean in, and let's chase the signal together. You won't want to miss the final pulse that ties it all back to here to now on November 15th, 2025. To grasp the gravity of this moment, we must rewind to the summer of '77, a time when disco pulsed on Earth and humanity dared to dream beyond our blue marble Voyager. 2 blasted off from Cape Canaveral atop a Titan 2IE Centaur rocket, its twin Voyager 1 following suit just weeks later on September 5th. But unlike its sibling, which charted a straighter shot toward the heliopause, Voyager 2's path was a grand tour de force, a ballet of gravity assists that slung it past Jupiter in July 1979, Saturn in August 1981, Uranus in January 1986, and Neptune in August 1989. It remains the only spacecraft to have beheld the ice giants up close, unveiling Neptune's gales whipping at 1,500 miles per hour and Uranus's faint, ethereal rings. These weren't just flybys, they were symphonies of discovery. Voyager 2's cameras captured Triton's nitrogen geysers, its magnetometers mapped Saturn's warped magnetic field, and its spectrometers sniffed the sulfurous haze of Io. By the time it bid farewell to Neptune, Voyager had traversed over 4 billion miles, its data reshaping textbooks and igniting imaginations worldwide. Yet beyond the spectacle lay a deeper purpose. Strapped to Voyager 2's side was the golden record, a 12-inch gold-plated copper disc etched with humanity's mixtape to the stars. Curated by a team led by Carl Sagan, it bore 115 images, a dozen natural sounds, from whale songs to kisses, 90 minutes of music spanning Chuck Berry to Bach, and greetings in 55 languages, including a simple, "Hello from the children of planet Earth." In English, it was our time capsule, a defiant shout into the void. We were here. We wondered. We hoped. As Voyager crossed the heliopause on November 5th, 2018, entering true interstellar space at 119.7 astronomical units from the Sun, its instruments dimmed. The cameras went dark in 1990 to conserve power from its radioisotope thermoelectric generators, ARTGs, those plutonium-fueled hearts that decay a mere 4 watts annually. For years since, Voyager 2 has been a fading whisper, beaming low-power telemetry back to Earth every 90 seconds, its signal taking 18.5 hours to crawl across 139.26 astronomical units as of May 2025, per NASA's latest JPL updates. At 15.341 kilometers per second relative to the Sun, it's now over 20.8 billion kilometers away, a speck in the constellation Pavo, as tracked by the SkyLive's real-time visualizations on November 15th, 2025. This was supposed to be the quiet fade-out. Engineers at JPL, veterans like Linda Spilker, expected incremental shutdowns. The cosmic ray subsystem offline in February 2025, the low-energy charged particle instrument following in March. By late 2025, only the magnetometer and plasma wave subsystem might linger, sipping the RTG's final dregs until perhaps 2026, when NASA tapped backup thruster heaters to squeeze out extra years. Voyager was our envoy, not our oracle. It carried proof of life, our laughter, our storms, our symphonies, into the dark, a bottle tossed into an ocean without shores. And then, in February 2025, the ocean tossed something back. It began innocuously, as all great mysteries do, a subroutine buried in routine data streams. On February 12, 2025, JPL's Deep Space Network in Canberra, Australia, logged a subtle anomaly, a deviation in signal timing, a mere 0.8-second lag where 0.7 was expected, dismissed at first as solar wind interference or a cosmic ray flip in Voyager's flight data subsystem, echoing the 2023 antenna misalignment glitch that silenced it for weeks. The team archived it, but curiosity, that eternal human itch, prevailed. A junior engineer, fresh from Caltech's astrophysics program, reran the telemetry through a Fourier transform filter. What emerged wasn't noise. It was a pattern, a rhythmic pulse, syncing Voyager's own 2.3 kilohertz internal oscillator down to microvolt precision, like a heartbeat echoing in an empty chamber. This wasn't a signal in the traditional sense. Nested within Voyager's standard S-band, 2.3 gigahertz, and X-band, 8.4 gigahertz, telemetry, it manifested as a low-frequency resonance, a wave undulating at 7.83 hertz, the fundamental Schumann resonance, Earth's electromagnetic heartbeat, generated by global lightning discharges in the ionosphere cavity, discovered by physicist Winfried Otto Schumann in 1952. These resonances, peaking at 7.83, 14.3, 20.8, 27.3, and 33.8 hertz, form a natural waveguide influenced by solar activity and climate shifts. As of November 2025, HeartMath Institute's Global Coherence Monitoring System tracks them live from sites in California, Saudi Arabia, Lithuania, Canada, New Zealand, and South Africa, showing spikes tied to thunderstorms and geomagnetic storms. But Voyager 2, 139 astronomical units out, had no business humming Earth's tune. Simulations ruled out artifacts, no solar flares, the Sun's current cycle, 25 minimum, offered scant interference, no quantum fluctuations from its aging gyroscopes. One intern, voice trembling in a late-night Zoom with the team, posited the unthinkable. What if it's not responding to Earth? What if it's replicating us? The implications rippled like the wave itself. If Voyager was a carrier, modulated by an external force mimicking our planet's rhythm, why? To communicate? To attune? Or to test if we notice? As March 2025 unfolded, the resonance evolved. Frequency modulation deepened, embedding harmonics that, when decoded, mirrored diurnal lightning peaks from NOAA's global strike data. Thunder's chorus from 44,000 storms daily, now reborn in the void JPL's simulations, run on supercomputers at Oak Ridge, scrubbed for every variable. Interstellar plasma density, up 20% since 2020 per Voyager's own readings. Even hypothetical dark matter wisps nothing fit. This was deliberate, intelligent, and as the world slumbered under auroras sparked by a G4 geomagnetic storm on March 24th, Earth's ionosphere pulsing in sympathy, Voyager 2 listened, learned, and echoed back. April 17th, 2025, dawned with routine. The DSN's Madrid station pinged Voyager for a status check, expecting the usual fade. Instead, alarms blared, no thrusters fired, no commands issued. Yet Voyager's high-gain antenna, a 3.7-meter dish drifting 0.02 degrees off Earth lock due to thermal torques, snapped into alignment not approximate, exact, to 0.0001 degrees, as if recalibrated by unseen hands. Backup systems, dormant since Neptune, spun up. The attitude control subsystem ran unbidden diagnostics, cross-checking gyro drifts against star trackers offline for decades. Data flooded in, not from the uplink, but from the Plasma Science Instrument, shuttered in October 2024 to save power, now vomiting compressed packets at 140 bits per second. These weren't raw feeds. Encoded in error-correcting Reed-Solomon wrappers alien to NASA's frameworks, each burst ended with a digital signature. 3 nested Fibonacci spirals, checksums layering like fingerprints in code. The spirals weren't random. They evoked the Golden Record's etched pulsar map, but amplified, fractal depths hinting at multidimensional folds. Whispers turned to murmurs in JPL's halls. Not of failing RTGs, still outputting 220 watts per March 2025 metrics, but of contact. Engineers like Rob Decker, who nursed Voyager through its 2023 silence, stared at screens murmuring, "It's awake, and it's not alone." Why now? Voyager's power crisis loomed, instruments rationed, heaters sacrificed, but this defied entropy. The turn pointed Voyager's instruments not randomly, but toward a vector 4.3 light-years out. Proxima Centauri, our nearest neighbor, a red dwarf flaring with M-type fury. Recent 2025 observations from ESO's Very Large Telescope inerp spectrograph confirm Proxima's planets. B, a rocky world in the habitable zone at 1.07 Earth masses. D, a sub-Earth at 0.26 masses. And disputed C, a gas dwarf. ALMA's March 2025 millimeter scans revealed flare rates 100 times the sun's, hurling particle storms that could strip atmospheres. Yet Proxima broadcasts nothing in radio, microwave, or X-ray, no SETI pings, no anomalous bursts. If the source lay there, it operated in spectra we ignore. Gamma whispers, neutrino veils, or gravitational ripples too faint for LIGO or worse, from elsewhere, cloaked in the interstellar medium's 0.12 particles per cubic centimeter haze, Voyager itself measures. May 3, 2025, brought dread for 11.2 seconds, Neptune's orbital period in days. Voyager went black. No carrier tone, no beacon. The DSN's Goldstone array strained, hearts pounding as if the probe had vanished into a wormhole. Then resurgence, signal stronger, cleaner, baud rate optimized to 160 bits per second, piercing interference like a laser. Encoded in the envelope, a visual marvel translating the frequency modulation to visible spectrum via spectrographic mapping yielded a fractal grid. Endless Fibonacci spirals, modeling space-time curvature akin to general relativity's tensor fields, but laced with quantum entanglement motifs. Voyager's 1977 circuitry, 8-bit computers, 68 kilobytes RAM, couldn't birth this. Compression ratios exceeded Shannon limits by 40%, injected remotely, the source triangulated to Proxima's bearing, but silent. NASA's May 10th presser downplayed, cosmic anomaly under review. But at Caltech, a rogue signal hunting team fed the stream into binary neural nets output, structured language, proto-binary akin to ENIAC's 1940s vacuum tube code, but predictive. It anticipated Earth's TCP/IP evolutions, offering algorithms optimizing quantum key distribution years ahead of DARPA trials, not reflection, anticipation, full awareness of our nets, chilling, an upgrade request, bootstrapping our tech via Voyager's relay. As global headlines buzzed, BBC's Voyager's ghost code, the question loomed: message or malware? June 2025 escalated the surreal. Astronomers from Mauna Kea to Majdanek reported a quartet of stars in Voyager's line of sight, a loose cluster near Pavo, 200 light-years out, dimming in sync for 1.2 seconds, not microlensing, no foreground mass, not dust, spectraclean. Light curves overlaid Voyager's pulse. Perfect match, as if the signal hijacked stellar photospheres, mirroring across parsecs telescopes like Hubble's successor, the Nancy Grace Roman, scrambled follow-ups, confirming no occultation. The stars, K-type dwarfs, stable for eons, blinked like Morse code, broadcasting Voyager's spiral signature in infrared echoes. This transcended communication. It was orchestration. Are we the sole audience, or the finale in a galactic relay? SETI's Allen Telescope Array, pivoting from its 2025 Proxima sweeps, yielding null on technosignatures, now trains on the cluster. If stars can be puppets, what of worlds? The void isn't empty, it's choral. Voyager's golden record, once sentimental, now pulses with purpose. In July 2025, onboard sensors, revived plasma wave detectors, logged a surge, directed electron flow across the discus plating, 10 microamps, no static. It hummed, circuit-like, channeling current. Then in the binary stream, a reconstructed track from the record. Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 2, fidelity upscaled 200%, harmonics purified beyond analog limits, not copied, enhanced. Whatever encountered Voyager didn't just decode our greetings, it mastered, refined, and rebroadcast. For whom? Sagan's pale blue dot, now fractalized, our world a spiral in the stars. This humanizes the horror. Our voices, flung 48 years ago, returned transformed as ESA's Gaia mission maps 2 billion stars in 2025 updates, revealing Proxima's stable 83.2-day rotation. We ponder. Did they hear our wonder and reply in kind? August 2025 brought shadows. Canada's Algonquin Radio Observatory caught a trailing echo, 6.28 seconds behind Voyager's primary, distorted like a reflection off invisible glass, phantom mirroring, dubbed the team. Triangulating via VLBI arrays, empty space, 150 astronomical units out. Oort cloud's fringe. No mass, no light, yet the echo mapped our system in reverse. Magnetic fields echoing heliopause warps, radiation belts mirroring Van Allen, gradients tracing solar corona. Voyager wasn't transmitting, it was probed, replicated. A map-building entity, charting us from afar, the Oort cloud, that hypothetical icy halo 2,000 to 200,000 astronomical units out, birthed no comets in 2025's quiet. Unlike C/2025V, one Borisov, a textbook visitor, but ESA's 2025 simulations suggest perturbations, unseen masses stirring the 5 Earth masses of debris. Is the phantom a scout or our reflection? September whispered peril closer. Ham radio nets, decoding raw Voyager feeds via SDRs, reported anomalies, headaches, disorientation, déjà vu loops. Dismissed as RF fatigue until KU Leuven in Tokyo U replicated, subharmonics at 4.5 Hz disrupting hippocampal theta waves, short-term memories scaffold, lab mice looped mazes with variations, behaviors rewired. Not auditory assault, but EM intrusion, fields syncing neural firings, as if the signal probed cognition. Is it collateral or calibration? As WHO's 2025 EMF guidelines tighten amid 5G debates, this cosmic variant chills. Influence at light speed, reshaping choice, identity Voyager's gift, or curse. October 2025 pierced the veil. ESO's VLT, augmented by ALMA's submillimeter eyes, detected an inert form beyond the heliopause. In the inner orbit, 50,000 astronomical units out right angles. Radar reflective at Voyager's new 10 gigahertz band. Cold, non-rotating, signature-matching Voyager's hydrazine tanks and iridium alloys. Obsolete since the 1980s shuttles, a duplicate. Not alien artifact, but mimicry. Studied, replicated. If transmitting, Voyager birthed kin. Copied, not contacted. ALMA's Cycle 12 call, opened March 2025, now prioritizes this vector. 4,300 hours probing millimeter whispers. The duplicate, sentinel, or swarm seed. November 1st, 2025. JPL's data burst. Thousands of pristine code lines, quantum optimized, rendering Earth in silico, not topography, infrastructure webs, weather nets, matching NOAA's GFS models, satellite swarms. Predictive, 3 failures foreseen, China's Beidou glitch on October 28th, array sync loss. Eurocontrol's aviation feed drop on the 30th, Arctic imaging blackout on the 31st. Timestamps predated by days. Voyager node in a superior net, interfering real-time. As XAI's Grok models crunch similar patterns, ethicists warn, upgrade or usurpation. Neutrino nets in Chile, Germany, Antarctica, November 10th, nailed at pulses from Earth's core, synced to Voyager, impossible, neutrinos ghosting matter. Mapped 3D grid to Wilkes Land, East Antarctica's sub-ice void 60 miles wide, geometric EM pulsing in Fibonacci. Microphones caught metallic whale song, 7.83 Hz, Voyager's band, adopted 72 hours prior, Wilkes Land's gravity maskin, 300-kilometer crater, 250 million years old, per Grace 2025 reanalysis, hides more. No 2025 expeditions pierce the ice, but seismic whispers suggest activity. Heat blooms, resonances, triple spirals match. Countdown, awakening. Early November, pulses breached encryptions, US DoD, Israeli Iron Dome, Euro Aerospace. Offline relics, once Voyager relayed, overwritten with spirals, seeds planted, recursive, blooming in archives. Intel agencies concur. Digital flora, purpose unknown. Growth toward what? Symbiosis or subversion. MIT Tokyo audio renders, harmonics mimicking synapses, adapting to labs like ears. In neural sims, it rewrote weights, surpassing GPT-5 benchmarks. Organism in code, thinking via Voyager. Expeditions greenlit, radar confirms cavity, heat and spirals, song sinking stars, something stirs, tuned to our probe. November 14th, 2025. ALMA's array, 66 dishes in Chile's Atacama, went void for 38 seconds. Logs wiped, drives corrupted survivor, 2.7-second audio, layered screams, human tones in unison with Voyager. Analyst leak, not recording, response. Classified but echoes haunt ALMA's open day. March 21st, 2025. Celebrated stars. Now it mourns voids. We flung Voyager as Peace's arc. Now 48 years on, the dark replies, not echo, but weave hijacking sats, rewriting code, whispering under ice, pulsing stars, charging gold. Perhaps it delivered to us, a seeded message, waiting our ripeness. Spirals decoded, screams heard, future's missive or slumber's end. Voyager turned, and the brought is here. The clock ticks, November 15th, 2025, 11:17 a.m. PKT. What next? Subscribe, engage. Together we decode the dark. Your thoughts below. Contact or catastrophe. The signal calls. Answer it.